Every Friday night, Bellator Fighting Championships is live on MTV2, Epix2, and Spike.com, coming to Spike in January 2013. Bellator 82 from Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We will get right to it at 155 pounds, Tony Hervey versus 20-1 Russian Tiger Sarnovsky.
Tony Hervey said this fight was all about movement. Not a lot of movement going on. He was on the bottom throughout this fight. You see here the armbar attempt in the first round. Great guts getting out of that armbar attempt, but this happened throughout the fight. Tiger Sarnovsky closing the distance, using his takedown, getting on top. Hervey had seconds of competitiveness throughout this fight, but that was about it. Every time he was on the feet, he came forward into Tiger Sarnovsky, where he was picked up and taken down easily just like that. A guy who's a professional dancer, want to use his footwork. That was not a factor in this fight. Tiger Sarnovsky gets back in the win column in this fight.
By way of unanimous decision, Tiger Sarnovsky now 20-1. On then to the middleweights, Doug Marshall versus Calla Hose.
Wrong time to go to the refrigerator. This fight, you see here, Calla Hose throws the knee that stuns Doug Marshall, but on the way back, boom, beautiful check left hook, and the Rhino gets a first round knockout.
And referee Todd Anderson gets the Courage Award, diving in, eating that shot. Marshall, the first round KO, 22 seconds in. Here we go at a catchweight of 160 pounds, undefeated Jason Fisher versus Bellator welterweight tournament veteran David Rickles.
David Rickles, of course, coming down from the welterweights, 170 pounds. He found out in that first round. Now, these lightweights are quick. Jason Fisher landing the jab right through the guard of David Rickles. You see here getting the takedown, ending up on top, but in the second round, that's when Rickles started to impose his size and strength on the naturally smaller fighter. You see here, Fisher going for the straight footlock, doesn't get it, sits up, ends up on top. And in the third round, Fisher able to get on top, but David Rickles able to tie him up. You see here the sweep and then the submission attempt from the bottom by David the Caveman Rickles, the armbar. Fisher actually stepping on the jaw of David Rickles to prevent the submission, but it didn't save him. He loses a unanimous decision.
All smiles for David Rickles, and finally tonight, the Season 7 Welterweight Tournament Championship, Andrei Koreshkov versus Lyman Good.
Both guys so focused, so prepared. This fight, I said, was all about the range, and in the opening round, it was all about the range of Andrei Koreshkov. You see this beautiful uppercut, floored Lyman Good, tagging the former champ from the outside throughout. Speed, accuracy, great combinations. Round number 2, Lyman Good able to get the takedown, got both hooks in, looked for the rear naked choke, using his physical dominance on the ground in the second round, but after that, it was more of the same by Andrei Koreshkov. Accurate strikes, mixing it up, always finding a home for that uppercut. At the end of the third round, getting a takedown of his own, he would end the fight on top. A great performance by the young, undefeated Russian.
And a unanimous decision win for Andrei Koreshkov. Next up, a shot at the Bellator 170-pound world title for the 22-year-old Russian. Who will he face? That question will be answered this January live on Spike as Carl Amasu faces the world champion Ben Askren. For the latest Bellator news and information, it's Bellator.com.